Hi, and thank you for watching our video on DealStats, the leading source of private company transaction data used by private equity firms, M&A advisors, and other transaction professionals. My name is Adam Manson, Director of Valuation Data at Business Valuation Resources. In this video, we'll demonstrate how DealStats can quickly and easily allow you to view the full details on sold private companies, assisting you in negotiating a price or value in a business. Access to the DealStats platform provides you with a subscription to the DealStats Value Index, a quarterly publication providing 26 pages of analysis and trends on private company transactions in the DealStats database. The publication covers trends in EBITDA multiples by quarter. It also provides analysis on net sales multiples by quarter. Additionally, you will find information on EBITDA multiples and net sales multiples by industry, by company size, and more. For more detailed information, we can use the DealStats platform to identify our own comparable companies and to provide us with analysis on our selected set of comps. For example, let's conduct a search for transactions in the wholesale trade sector. Now, we can see that this provides us with over 1,800 transactions. Now, let's select all companies that have revenues greater than $10 million. Finally, let's include all transactions between 2017 and today. We can now see that we have 90 selected comparable companies. Under the Data tab, we can see a summary of each sold company that matched our search criteria. If we click on the orange paper icon next to any of these transactions, we can pull up a detailed transaction report for that company. In the detailed transaction report, we see details about the target company, the intermediary in the transaction, and the transaction details. In DealStats, the selling price is referred to as MVIC, also known as Market Value of Invested Capital. Underneath that, we have detailed financial statements and a purchase price allocation. We also see current, historical, and forecast figures for net sales, also referred to as revenue, along with EBITDA and seller's discretionary earnings. There is also detailed information about the deal terms, employment agreement, and non-compete agreement. We can see the transaction multiples, also known as valuation multiples, such as the selling price to net sales multiple and the selling price to EBITDA multiple. Here we can also view future and historical growth rates and financial ratios. And all of the information in this transaction report, as well as all of the information from our set of comparable companies, is easily exportable into Excel. Back on the platform, on the Statistics tab, we can view the statistics for our selected companies. We can find averages, medians, and interquartile ranges for the valuation multiples. This includes the selling price to net sales multiple and the selling price to EBITDA multiple. This tab has a copy feature, which can be used to copy this table, along with this formatting, for use in Excel or Word. The Insights tab contains visual representations of the statistics from our selected companies, including interquartile graphs, scatter plots, stacked graphs, and distribution graphs. The Summary tab provides our search criteria, as well as a summary of the information from our selected companies. This tab has a copy feature, which can be used to copy this table, along with this formatting, for use in Word. The Multiples tab allows us to enter information about the company we are pricing or valuing, and apply the multiples from our selected companies to our subject company. We are also able to weight each multiple. As an example, we can enter our company's revenues of $10 million and EBITDA of $700,000. We can then select our statistical measure of central tendency, such as the median. Next, we can then weight each multiple, providing more weight to any multiple, should we choose. The results of our calculations, including the high value, the low value, and the weighted average, appear below. On the next tab, the Equity tab, we can work to a 100% equity value or a less than 100% ownership interest. In our example, we use the Quick Search tab to identify our comparable companies. The Quick Search tab contains the search fields most commonly used. If we would like, we could also use the Search tab, which allows us to search by any field that we select. We can either click on one of the available field groups and select a field, or we can begin typing into the search box and select any field that begins to auto-populate. Within the Search tab, you can combine your search criteria using AND logic or OR logic. You can conduct a search using both filter criteria on both the Quick Search tab and the Search tab, but the two tabs will be conjoined together using AND logic. On the Display tab, we have the ability to add or remove fields that are displayed in our data grid for our selected companies. We also have the ability to reorganize the displayed fields. For example, maybe we wish to move EBITDA before net sales. To do so, we drag the EBITDA field above net sales over in the displayed data column. After doing so, we can scroll down and we see that EBITDA now appears before net sales. Also, maybe we wish to remove the operating profit field and add the EBITDA margin field. To do so, we click the trash can icon next to the operating profit field. Then, we can either select the EBITDA margin field from the available column groups, or we can search for it using the search box. If we scroll down, we see that operating profit has been removed and EBITDA margin has now been added. On the data grid, each column is able to be sorted. You can click once on the column title to sort in ascending order. You can click a second time to sort in descending order. When we are finished with our work, we can export all of our comparable company data to Excel, or only the specific data fields that we select. We can also export all of our graphs, statistics, summaries, and work to Excel. If we would like, we can generate a PDF report of our selected companies. Also, we have the option to save our comparable companies and all of our work to return to later. Thank you for watching our video on DealStats, the leading source of transaction data used by private equity firms, M&A advisors, and other transaction professionals.